Hello friends, you can log on to primeaptacademy.com to access complete free video courses. So this is the 43rd question of the algebra chapter. So question says that absolute value of x is greater than absolute value of y, but x is less than y. Then how many of the following statements are true? How many of them are true? So if you look at it, I could have taken, if you take x as x is less than y. So can both of them be positive? Over here it's not possible, because if both of them are positive, then if absolute value of x is greater than absolute value of y, then x has to be greater than y. If I take both of them as negative, let's take x as -3 and y as -2. In that case, absolute value of x is 3, absolute value of y is 2. Okay, so what do I have? Absolute value of x is greater than absolute value of y for sure, because this is 3 and 2, and x and y, x will be less than y. So over here these conditions are first of all satisfied over in this scenario. Also, if I take x as a negative number and y as a positive number, so if I take x as -3 and y as 1, then also this will satisfy. Absolute value of x is 3, absolute value of y is 1. Okay, so absolute value of x is greater than absolute value of y, but x is less than y. Okay, but in this case, if I would have taken x as minus, both are negative, x is more negative than y. Then if both are negative, if one of them is negative, x has to be negative for sure, because x is less than y, and if both are negative, then x has to be the negative one, y has to be the positive one. If both are negative, then x has to be more negative than y. So first one says x square times y is greater than 0. Now if this is true, x square, if x is definitely negative in both the cases, if you see, if these are true, that means x cannot be positive. So that means x is definitely negative, that means x square is positive. Now what happens with y? Y can be actually positive or negative, both. It can also be 0. So y can be positive, negative, both. So x square is positive times you can have positive, also you can have negative. So you are not sure that the end result will be greater than 0 or not. So is this true always? No, this is not true. Then y square times x is always negative for sure. Y square is positive here when it is negative, or also positive here, but y can also be 0. I could have also a condition where x is -3 and y is 0. That is also perfectly fine, because if y is 0, then also absolute value of x will be greater than absolute value of y, and x will be less than y. So is this always true? No, this is also not always true. When y becomes 0, then this is not true. Then x is less than 0, this is for sure true, and y is greater than 0. This is also not always true. There is a possibility when x is less than 0 and y is also less than 0. So this is also not true always. Question is, how many of these statements are true? None of them are true. So 0 over here is the answer. 0 is the right answer here. All right.